What on earth is going on in Cairo right now?
It looks like it's a real dialogue that's happening right now between the president and the protesters. You saw what he did in that speech. He talked directly to them, the people of Liberation Square, Tahrir Square, he said. And he talked about understanding them, feeling their pain, hearing their message. And once he said that he was staying and that he would stay through the elections, although not stand for election, but shepherd the process through, the answer came back from the crowd. It was a huge roar of discontent. But clearly, each time he speaks, he's giving a little bit more. And what he's done today is handed over a good deal, a substantial amount of his powers to the vice president. And the vice president came on afterwards and said, look, we're hearing you, we're doing it, it takes time. And you know, Piers, this business of taking time is what we're hearing from the United States government, what I just heard from the Israeli government. The Israeli government has not spoken at all, and they are so concerned about what's happening there, being right next door. I just spoke to the defense minister, Ehud Barak, exclusively, and he told me, yes, he understands that they need time, and he believes that this is about shepherding the process through constitutional reform, making room for proper elections, and giving Hosni Mubarak a dignified way out. Piers?
What was extraordinary to me was that so many news outlets were pretty well guaranteeing that he was going to step down. We had the director of the CIA telling Congress this was likely to happen. Did something change, or was this always the plan, do you think?
Well, from what I understand, the director of the CIA quoted media reports and said that they were monitoring it closely and didn't have any additional information. But you're right, media reports were full of this, and there is obviously a lot of wishful thinking and interpreting about what's going on. And by the way, we were justifiably confused because one minister, the prime minister, was saying to one organization, well, he's likely to step down. The military chief of Cairo, the Cairo garrison, came into the crowd in Tahrir Square and told the people grabbing the mic that everything you've asked for, your demands will be met tonight. He was very cryptic about it, didn't exactly say what, but clearly people interpreted what they wanted from that. But on the other hand, the Minister of Information, who I know is very close to the president and is with the president on a daily basis, said this afternoon that there's no way the president is definitely not stepping down. So basically what he said today was practically what he said to me when I met him at the presidential palace last week, that yes, I'm going, that yes, I've heard the voice of the people, but not just yet, when it's right time, which is in September before the elections. Now, if the group there agrees, whether it's the president, the military, the people, the opposition, that this time period should be shortened, then that could happen. But right now he's saying that he's staying to shepherd through the constitutional process.
Do you believe this plan is going to work?
You know, Piers, people have been trying to figure out what's going on for the last 17 days. Some have said, oh, there's bound to be a crackdown. Again, I asked about this to the relevant authorities, and nobody and everybody is assuring me, rather, that the military is not going to intervene against the people. Some are suggesting that there may be a power struggle right now between the military and the president and his officials, that perhaps the military thinks that it's best for them to step in. I think one thing we should really look for and closely monitor now is the next statement from the military. What happened this morning was that the military high council gave a statement. They had a special meeting chaired by the defense minister. Also, the chief of staff was there. The president was not there. He usually chairs these meetings, but he was not there. The military said, in case of a vacuum, we will take responsibility, as they put it, for the protection of the people and for the country. Let's see what the military comes out and says next.
Well, the one thing we can all be sure of is that any conventional wisdom on this is unlikely to happen.